Welcome back to the 9th episode of the Pokemon Fire Red Loyalocke. If you enjoyed last episode, then I hope you also enjoyed this episode. And if you didn't see last episode, go check it out. Honestly, not that much happened, but that's okay. That happens sometimes. This episode, we're going to be taking on the trainers in whatever route this is. I don't remember. Oopsies. This is what our team's looking like. It looks pretty good, to be honest. It's not bad. But yeah, let's start taking on some trainers and just get right into it, I guess. I don't think we'll get to the SSN, or at least most of it. We probably won't get through all of it. But if we do, that would be cool. We'll get a spin on the wheel from that. But as of right now, we probably will not. Looking good so far, though. Geodude's always a real one, to be honest. Sorry about that noise. It was just me moving to grab my water. Because I didn't remember where I put it, to be honest, even though it was pretty much right next to me. We don't have Ivysaur on the team anymore. That's so sad. Who ended up coming on the team instead of it? Was it Pidgeotto? I don't remember. He was MVP of like literally 2 episodes ago, but still. Zubat. Cool. Can you people like actually look at me? Yeah, I don't think I've really done anything all that interesting since last time I talked to you guys. Nothing super exciting happened. I have like an idea for something I'd like to do eventually, but one, I don't know if it's going to be too much work for me to handle, and 2, I don't know if it's going to be my friends will want to do because it will include them, and 3, I don't fully know if I will want to do it 100%, just because the time thing is pretty massive for me. The paralysis is annoying, but I'm not gonna disclose what that is that I was thinking about doing, just because it takes a lot of time to be able to do what I would do with it, I guess. And that's the thing that kind of sucks about a lot of stuff. I don't have as much time in my hands as I would like to do this sort of thing. And I absolutely love doing this. I love recording and stuff. It's one of my favorite things to do. Wow, did that hurt. And I'm paralyzed, so now I'm slower. So I can't just stay in anymore. It does kill. We're good. We good. Honestly, it's kind of lame that we haven't had a death yet. Like, obviously I don't want deaths, but it can make things more interesting. And it's kind of weird that I haven't gotten at least a single one from random sources yet. I guess it's the good thing about playing harder games. It's more likely to happen. And frankly, the Fire Red's not very difficult. And most of the regular Pokemon games are not very difficult. Mercy. Gamer Hugo. Different type of game, or a different type of gamer than I was thinking of when I said that. It's not talking about like a Pokemon game, like what I'm thinking of. Gamer Jasper. I should really probably take Geodude out of the front, seeing how he's also already level 23. Growth. I rock with Bellsprout. I just find him funny. Should be a pretty easy day though or a pretty easy episode. We got, I mean, this route has a decent amount of trainers, but they're not very difficult. Similarly, the SSN has a lot of trainers in it as well. They aren't very difficult. Also, the Pokemon Day director, video for announcements was yesterday, I believe. Which, if you saw that, I'd love to know your thoughts on it. Because a lot happened. Or, well, one thing specifically happened, I should say. That's pretty, a lot of people have high opinions on it. Good or bad. Basically, Pokemon Legends ZA was released, or announced, sorry. And, this game that's going to be coming out is obviously a Legends game based in Kalos, which is awesome. However, we were told that the only city is going to be like that main city in Kalos, the big city. I don't remember what it's called. And it's teased that they're going to be megas. I'm assuming there's going to be megas and new megas. That's the hope, at least. Hoping for new forms of starters and everything. And I'm very excited for what we get. But I don't know what we're going to get. But a new Legends game of Gen 6 might be one of the best things we could have gotten from this Pokemon Day Direct, because a lot of people were looking for Gen 5 remakes, or maybe like a Gen 2 Let's Go game or something, is what people were expecting to see, or maybe like a mystery dungeon stuff. And I would have been fine with a Gen 5 remake. I probably would have gotten it because I love the Gen 5 games. However, a Gen 5 remake is kind of lame, because the thing is about the remake is you'd also only get part of the story. We would not be getting the second games. It would only be the first ones. And I guess that's kind of the thing. I don't want something to happen with BDSP to happen to this new Gen 5 remake where they kind of almost ruin it with a weird art style that people don't like, don't enjoy. This is a terrible matchup. I don't have a good matchup for this thing right now, though. That's healed. Whatever. Fury attack it is. I probably should have used Twin Needle and stuff, but I think what we got is probably the best case scenario for what we could have gotten. Everyone absolutely loved the Legends games, or Legends Arceus. They were hoping for more Legends games, 100%. I know I wasn't 100. Like, I liked Legends Arceus, but I wasn't as big as a fan of what other people are of that game. But it was fun. I like playing through it. I'm more or less most excited for Parafuse. New Mega Evolutions and stuff. I couldn't care less if it was a regular Pokemon game or if it was a Legends game. I don't really care. They're not that much different, to be honest. They're different, but not that much. But new Megas is something I want to see so bad, and new forms for new starters. I don't know who they're going to choose, but I think a lot of people are saying that Piplup is going to be one of them, and I'd love to see that. I think the main thing people were thinking were Piplup, Snivy, and Incineroar, which I wouldn't mind that, but like, I kind of would like to see something for Gen 2. And I'm not an OGer. I just feel like Gen 2's Megas could be very cool. Especially if it's like Totodile or, Feraligatr getting one. I love Feraligatr. And especially since they're probably going to get a new form and then a new type for that form. That would be incredible. So if it's something like, Typhlosion or something, I would be super excited for it. But, I feel like the Pokemon Company right now is in a stage where they are really focusing on trying to figure out what the people want. That Legends Arceus was like a beta, basically, for what they wanted to do. So I think they're finally getting into the point where they know what the fans want, and they're gonna start to try and deliver more on that. At least that's my hope. They were doing a lot of testing with, Scarlet and Violet was a big test for them, and so was Legends Arceus. Pokemon Unite was a bit of a big test for them, or it was like it wasn't really a test for them necessarily, but it was like what's the word I'm looking for? It was a risk that they took, basically, making that game as well. Than so far out of what they normally do. But I think Unite mostly worked out for them. I think so far Legends Arceus absolutely worked out for them. Scarlet and Violet, they came out with some great new Pokemon for Scarlet and Violet, I think, but I don't know. I didn't necessarily love that game. Personally, I don't care that much for the open worldness as much as other people do. Some people absolutely love it. I'm not a lover for it. So I like it, but I think I honestly prefer the routes and stuff. And maybe that's just because I like to Nuzlocke games, because you can't really do that as easily with an open world. It's weird. Possible, but weird. So yeah, I think I definitely prefer like a regular Pokemon style of the older games. Especially with Gen 4 and Gen 5 did Pokemon great. in my opinion. Gen 6 would have been amazing if they could have just flushed out that story way better than they did. And then, I mean, Gen 7 was a leap in a different direction to try something new and see what the people's reaction to it was, and I think they did a pretty good job with that game, to be honest. But like, there's a lot of stuff that people wanted and didn't get from a lot of games that have come out recently through Pokemon. So I can see where, really, dude, a lot of the Pokemon hate comes from. I'm definitely not I'm definitely not against the Pokemon haters, because the games just aren't what they need to be. Obviously Pal World also came out recently and is shining a light into Pokemon's eyes, because I don't even know why, to be honest. I don't know why it's really being compared that much to Pokemon other than designs, because other than that, it's not similar, like, at all. I don't know. I don't see why Power World should have opened the eyes of Pokemon as much as people say it should have. It just doesn't make much sense to me. Pokemon's not going to make a game that has guns in it. That's something that's going to happen. They're not going to make a survival game with Pokemon as well. That's not something they're going to do. So, I guess that part of it just seems stupid to me. Either way, though, I think Pokemon ZA is going to be great. I have high hopes for it. So if that, basically, if they make the game as I hope they do, then I will be very happy with it. And I'm assuming, since it's a Legends game, it's going to be set in the past, like the other one. My friend kind of said, what if they do it in the future? He said that to me, and I was like, I don't feel like that's possible for them to do. It would be weird, and I feel like a lot of people wouldn't like it that way. Yeah, I don't see how they could possibly do a set in the future. It just it wouldn't be a Pokemon game being set in the future. I feel like. Maybe it's just me. So yeah, I highly doubt they're gonna do that. And I don't think they're going to do a modern era, because I think if it's a Legends game, it's going to be set in the past. I think they're going to put... I think what they got to do is they either got to bring new Pokemon into it completely, which, I mean, more than what they did with Arceus, and or more forms than what they did with Arceus, because, like, the fact that they even did that is kind of forgettable. Like, a lot of the stuff they added was not super memorable. What am I saying? Memorable. That's the word I'm looking for. Even though that was like a huge part of it. It was a huge part of it, but it still was not... it still wasn't memorable, even though it was a huge part of it. Seems weird, but it makes sense at the same time, because especially when a lot of those new forms or more new evolutions weren't exciting at all. Like, nobody wanted a new Electrode or a Lilligant. Like, are they good in battle? Sure, maybe, but why did we get them? I just don't really know. I'm only gonna do a few of these battles and stuff in here, because gotta end off the episode soon. So we're not going to get to the whole rival battle and spinning the wheel today, but we absolutely will next episode. So I hope you guys look forward to that. We might even get to the gym battle next episode, which is awesome. I'm excited for spinning the wheel some more. I think we are bound to get a team that is not good enough to compete against who we face. It's gonna happen at some point. It has to. I just don't know when. I don't know where it's gonna happen. But I feel like we're gonna end up losing some Pokemon at some point. The thing about Gen 1 is there's not a lot of weak Pokemon in Gen 1. Like, all of them can really hold their own, so... Like, later generations have some super late evolutions and stuff like that you can get early on and can throw you out of existence, pretty much. Cool. I think what we'll do is we'll just take out this like first floor here. Remember, I'm no waiter, dog. And you ugly. Oh, that's the guy I fought already. And this was the healer. I don't know why I'm going through these doors. I've already been through them, dog. Interesting. Are there more trainers here? These are trainers. Hold on. I think the last room in this floor isn't a trainer as well. I could be wrong though. Nidoran. Pow! I kind of want to see like a very hard regional, like very like hard regional forms for the new Legends game, like for the starters, because like what they did for the starters for Legends Arceus was the starters were like they were changed enough to get another second or a different second type, or just entirely different second type, or added a type. I can't even speak. But I think for the new one they should make even the first forms, or like the first evolutions, be regional form, so that instead of Snivy, or it will be Snivy but it'll be like a water type one, and we'll get like a serpent, like a water like serpent, kind of similar to Milowetta, but obviously looking more aggressive, like, you know what I mean? I'd love to see something like that, and like they'll all get switched from Fire, Water, Grass to Fire, Water, Grass in a different order. I think that would be cool if they did that. Ooh, Brick Break. That's crazy. We'll just check out this last room here. Does this do battle? Nope. Well, let's go to the kitchen. Grab the berries that are in here. That is all that's in here, right? Is these berries. Yeah, I think so. Alright, and we are going to end off the episode there. If you enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below, hit the notification bell, and keep watching for more. We will see you in the next one. Bye!